This can't be happening, this only happens in movies. Nobody actually oversleeps on the first day of the most important thing in their career, a young, panicking Travis Teff told himself in 2005 after waking up to realize he was late for the first day of his internship with the Opie and Anthony show, then a radio juggernaut in its prime. Teft, whose DMs are open on Twitter, had accidentally set his alarm for 3 p.m. instead of 3 a.m. By the time he made it to the studio for day one, the show was over. Look at this young go-getter, former Opie and Anthony host Greg Opie Hughes, co-host opposite Anthony Cumia, muttered sarcastically as Travis received his on-air comeuppance the following day. Sure is, shows up at the crack of 10:15, comedian Jim Norton fired in. Fast forward 16 years, Travis is the senior producer of Jim and Sam on Sirius's Faction Talk, Channel 103, and working closely with Norton and co-host Sam Roberts. Today, Teft is the glue that holds Jim and Sam together behind the scenes and a fan favorite on-air contributor. Travis is the most reliable person you could ever imagine, so the idea that the one day he screwed up was his first day is hilarious, Roberts said. That's the thing about Travis, Travis is the type that will make a mistake then won't make it again. Jim has had his name on the marquee, as has his partner Sam, a former O&A producer and intern, for the past 5 years. The show has seamlessly carried on the O&A tradition of broadcasting a structureless, candid hangout among funny friends, with the occasional high-profile celebrity thrown in the mix. The Opie and Anthony formula is what podcast mogul Joe Rogan credits to inspiring his show's launch, which yielded the podcast industry. One of the things I love about them is I really enjoy shows where you feel like you're hearing two guys talk, in Jim and Sam, who are friends and who I think are funny, and it always feels like an actual conversation I'm just eavesdropping on, said comedian and American Ninja Warrior host Matt Eisman, a Jim and Sam superfan and regular guest. In unpacking the past 15 months, praise is in order for how Jim and Sam not only successfully navigated the show around a pandemic, but that the program was brimming with compelling content and a strong laughter element as they did so. The hosts continued to entertain the masses and provide a much-needed escape for listeners in the past year and change without a hitch via Zoom. Related, Sirius's Jim and Sam talk negotiations and their perfect storm of hilarity, 2018, when Forbes last reported on Jim and Sam's fate, September, of 2018, the duo was in negotiations with SiriusXM after being together for 2 years. The satellite radio company then gave the pair a 3-year deal. Now, nearing their 5th anniversary, Norton and Roberts are again gearing up to meet the big bosses at the negotiating table with their contracts up in October.